Welcome to the Karizma Speaks podcast. Karizma delves deep into the heart of the controversy, uncovering truths and voicing opinions on provocative topics, fair use commentary, analytical insights, and a search for justice. This isn't for the faint of heart. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The exposing continues right here on Karizma Speaks. Welcome back to Karizma Speaks, everyone. It is your hostess, Queen Karizma. Today, we will be getting into the tragic case of Naziah Harris. So I just want to say my condolences to Naziah Harris's family and loved ones. This is the Charter County of Wayne, Michigan. Charges issued in the homicide of Naziah Harris. Today, Jarvis Ramon Butts, aka Jarvis Ramon Butts, 41, of Detroit, has been charged with the homicide of Naziah Harris, who was 13 years old, also of Detroit at the time of her disappearance on January 9th, 2024. The body of Naziah has not been found. Events of January 9th, 2024. Naziah took the school bus to school. She had her hair in two braided puffballs, clear framed glasses, a white sweater with a black jacket over it, a colorful Rugrats puffy jacket with a full lined hood with light blue jeans and Nike shoes. There is video of Naziah getting on the school bus. Naziah used a DPS issued tablet that she used to communicate. She took one last picture on the tablet. Using her tablet, she sent a message to a device associated with Butts, indicating that they will be meeting up after she got out of school, and then returned to the shop on Connor. Butts' phone places him at these locations. I'll continue. At 9:30 p.m. to 12:20 p.m., Butts checked into a motel. There's a receipt confirming this, as well as his phone placing him at the location. Naziah is never seen again after January 9th, 2024, and more facts will be introduced in court. So as you can see right here, that is Jarvis Butts right there. And this woman who is right here with the black shirt on, this is one of the detectives that interrogated him. So she's on the stand right now, giving her testimony, and they're playing these clips in court.
Can you read that were sent from that number to Jarvis Butts number that were captured?
All right, so this is where she's going to go over, it appears to be some, or sounds like some text messages. So let's see. Again, brace yourselves. Again, I'm going to skip over a lot of this stuff. And let's just remember prayers for Naziah's family.
At 1:57 a.m., a message is sent to Naziah from Mr. Butts' phone saying, "Can you suck my please?" The message immediately following that from Mr. Butts' phone to Naziah, and make sure you erase the messages. Still September 27th, 1:59 UTC, a message is sent to Mr. Butts that says, "Okay, that is what I planned to do." Another message is immediately following that at 2:01 to Mr. Butts. "You turned me on just looking at you," and then there's a bunch of letters, which possibly it's maybe an image that doesn't capture on the messages. 2:02 a.m. Naziah sends another message to Jarvis. "What time to be in the..."
So this is just repulsive. This is disturbing. This is disgusting. I'm outraged at this. And I don't blame this child, who it appears he started to groom at 12 years old.
In the basement. 2:03 a.m. he replies and sends her a message that says, "Go change your clothes and take your off." Naziah replies to Mr. Butts and says the letter K.
Can't even imagine what the family and her loved ones are going through right now. So let's go ahead and continue this.
Sends Jarvis a message that says, I know, I'm finna sleep good. There's another message directly after that has a bunch of symbols, so I'm not sure if it was one of those little emojis. 2:14 a.m. she sends to him, what about you? The next message she sends to him immediately after, sometimes I've been wanting to live with you. 2:16 a.m. she sends to him, you know what I mean? 2:18 a.m. she sends, what time I'm ready? 2:23 a.m. she sends to Mr. Butts' phone number, we not doing it.
And I want to note, this is not normal behavior. This is not normal activity from a normal, healthy child. So this is where this 42-year-old man, this is where he comes in, because he groomed her into acting this way, allegedly. That is what all the evidence is pointing at. He groomed her. He targeted her. He took advantage of her. He knew that the people in the household was not looking out for her like they should have been. He pretended to be a protective figure. He violated her. He got rid of her after finding out that she was allegedly pregnant, which could be why her body has not been found as of yet. I pray that her body is found, because this is disgusting. And if anyone else was involved in this, the aunt, the grandma, anyone else, I pray that justice be served, because she did not deserve this type of abuse, neglect, and treatment in her short-lived life.
Doing it or what? 2:23 a.m. Messiah sends to Mr. Butts, I really want you. This is still on the same day, September 27, 22. This is now 2:23 a.m. UTC time. Mr. Butts replies to Naziah, yes. 2:24 a.m. Naziah sends, pull your car down the street and come back, I'll be waiting. 2:25 a.m. Jarvis's phone replies back to her, come ride with me and N-I-Y. 2:25 a.m. she replies, did they say I can come? At 2:30 UTC, she sends him a message that.
So my question is, no one was watching her text messages, her behavior, how she walked around the house, how she talked around the house, her body language. No one noticed that her body language changed after a certain point.
UTC, she sends a message to Jarvis asking, you coming?
This is him right here, sitting there beside his attorneys, got a face mask on. Yeah, because this shows that he is ashamed. He's trying to hide behind and on the side of his attorneys and look down. No, we can all see you. So he thought he could delete the messages and get rid of what he did. Get rid of the inappropriate conversation he had with a child. He thought that just deleting the messages would delete the evidence. So it looks like they extracted that information from either his phone or her phone.
September 30th, the hey room, you coming over? And the you coming text, those ones were not deleted, you still showing.
Okay, so those last two. Now, going through, we'll look at 16 messages.
So it looked like those women were the family. I don't know if it was her adoptive mother or the details, but it looked like they had on Naziah's shirts. So looks like that was the family. So let's go ahead and continue.
I will send some.
And now,
I feel like you don't want me. This is why I don't open up to you. Because if I do, you get mad and don't want to talk. So how am I going to trust you? I do, but you don't trust me. It's up to if you want to be with me or not. At 18:45, she says, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't get why you're so upset. At 18:46, all I tried to do is make you happy, but clearly I'm not enough for you. Be off, I don't anymore. You FRL, for real. Never even fuck with me. All I want is you to love me. At 18:47.
So this whole video, which is about 2 hours long, it looks like the majority of it is her reading off messages exchanged between both of them. So I skipped over a lot. If you want to see every detail, every message in context, then please go check out the video.
I'm hard, but you don't understand that I'm sorry if you feel like I'm cheating. But I'm not. I gave passwords and all that and all. What more do I have to prove I'm not cheating? Now this message is when Jarvis actually finally replies, which is at 18:55. He sends to her, I'm working, love.
And were those messages deleted?
Yes.
So this is the sister of the suspect.
What's your name? Could you please state your name for the record?
Jarvis Butts,
And how old are you, Miss Butts?
46.
And do you know someone named Jarvis Butts?
Yes,
And how is it that you know him?
he's my brother.
Okay. And how old is Jarvis Butts?
42.
And do you know his birthday?
Yes,
When's his birthday?
November 21st, 1982.
And do you see Jarvis Butts in the courtroom today?
I saw him walking in.
Okay. And can you point to him and tell me the color of the clothing that he's wearing?
He has on, I believe it's dark green shirt. He's sitting behind the lady to the side of you.
And you're gonna.
So this is Jarvis's sister. She's testifying. So this is her testimony.
So reflected. And just to be clear, you said I saw him walking in. You saw him when you were walking in or when he was walking in?
When I was walking in just now.
Thank you.
And Ms. Butts, where did you know Jarvis to work?
He worked at a shop on Warren and F, called Frank's, and then he moved to a shop on Hopper and Counters. I don't know the name of it.
So he basically worked at an auto shop is what she's talking about. So let's go ahead and continue. I just want to keep coming back and so we could just connect on this because I just cannot believe this. Like, this is just crazy. So let's see if she saw anything, if she's seen any red flags, if she saw that they were a little too close. Let's see what she saw.
And Ms. Butts, do you remember talking to Detroit police back on February 26th of 2024?
Yes,
And what's the reason that you went and talked to Detroit police?
I had reason to believe that I saw Naziah the day she went missing.
She said she had reason to believe that she saw Naziah on the day she went missing. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
Tell me about that. What makes you believe that you saw Naziah on the day she went missing?
Where do you want me to start? It's a lot.
So, from the very beginning, where is it that you think you saw Naziah?
At the shop on Harbor and Counters.
What's the reason you were at your brother's shop that day?
Something was wrong with the car that I was driving, and just needed him to check it out to make sure it was safe for me to drive.
Do you recall about?
Okay, so she believed that she saw Naziah on the day that she disappeared when she was at her brother's car shop. So she saw Naziah there. Allegedly, this is what she said. So I'm just summarizing. Let's go ahead and continue.
About what time did you go to Jarvis's shop that day?
About 4 p.m., give or take a few minutes.
Okay, and about what time did you leave?
Somewhere between 6 and 6:30.
Okay. And what is it that you noticed while you were at the shop?
The time that I was there, I kept seeing a little girl get in and out of his truck, going to the gas station and going back to his car.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Whose car are we talking about?
My brother.
Okay, and what kind of car was it?
I believe the Cadillac Escalade.
Okay, do you remember what color?
Kind of like a pearl white, off white cream color.
Were you parked when you saw someone getting in and out of Jarvis's truck?
In front of the car doors of the garage right here, I was parked.
You recognize anything in those photos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What is it that you recognize?
Right here, this jacket.
And for the record, you're pointing up in channel 1, and you recognize this like pink colorful jacket?
Yes.
So she's at the auto shop. She sees a little girl going to the store, back into Jarvis's pearl white Escalade.
She was walking in front of me going into the gas station.
So I guess this gas station / store is where allegedly Naziah was walking back and forth. So she walked to the gas station and she saw Naziah in front of her.
And you said you never got a chance to see this little girl's face.
No.
Was there anything else about her that you can remember?
I just remember her being kind of small, like outside of just seeing her get in and out of the car. When I was walking towards her, I was like, she's tiny, and I just remember the code.
Okay.
Watching you laugh and brag about all the women you have with different women and the children and the girlfriends, and making babies to groom them, and having them in your presence, cleaning up your shop, and the little girls around you, has landed you here today. You groomed Naziah. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear.
He definitely is a monster. I cannot even stomach any more of that. The woman who adopted her is her biological grandmother, and her name is Annette Harris. Thank you all so much for watching, and please let me know what you think of this tragic Naziah Harris case. With that being said, if you have any more details about the case, something that was not mentioned in this video, maybe you have the grandmother's testimony, please check it out, leave some information below, and I will see y'all on the next video and Karizma Speaks podcast.